Hello and welcome to this new episode of The Lounge, actually the first of 2026. So, Happy New Year to everyone. What a lineup today. Welcome, everybody. We have an immense power of Excel organization, case design. Very excited to have you guys. Welcome to The Lounge. I think the new guests here are just Miles and the Michael Jarman. So, welcome. Welcome, guys. Great to have you.
Thank you.
How was your year end and New Year? Did you have some rest from the previous season, ready for the new one?
Yeah, I think we all got a bit of a break and then had a mild panic, realizing we're announcing in a few days, and then went into hyper mode. Which is pretty much how it's been.
Yeah, I will say, like the gap between the end of the season and the start of the next season, I think we've got Road to Las Vegas is in 2 and a bit weeks. I've no idea when the first FMWC round is. I presume that's soon. I've no idea.
No, it's not starting until February this year. Don't worry.
Oh, that's a plus. So we've got a little bit more of a break. That's all right then. But yeah, the break's always.
No, I'm just kidding. To be honest.
Oh, for God's sake! You had me for a second there.
Yeah, that's great. Probably we were commenting today, like the gap from Wenting from it's still 1 month before the new season, and now it's like 2 weeks in the future was brutal. So the holidays are gone, but yeah, we're ready to start. And today's topic is local chapter. So we have a very good representation of the UK chapter here. Of course, not everyone behind the scene, but we have a limit the number of guests we can have at the same time. Guys,
that and we were sick of seeing Giles's face on everything. So it does.
We've got Miles.
We've got Miles, the more important, more high-profile member of the duo.
And we will have some more guests joining later down the line tonight. So stay tuned for probably half an hour, 45 minutes. We will have some new guests joining. Guys, local chapter. The season is about to start. The UK team is fully prepared to deliver an amazing season. I think you have some announcements, so I will just let you go about the schedule, about the prices, about the upcoming events. Where do you want to start?
Well, I'm just going to say that we had an incredible 2025. We didn't have a local chapter a year ago, and in February we told everyone we're doing this after hustling a team together. Yeah, Elliot didn't make the cut. Sorry, dude. I was trying to type a message to Elliot at the same time saying you've literally got a hotel checkout coming up in half an hour or something, or an hour. So that's why you didn't make the cut. But for a first year, I think it's been absolutely incredible. We've completely smashed it. Thank you very much, team. We have an amazing team. And we got 2 brand new contestants that hadn't even heard of XL Esports until February 2025 in the top 7. Well, in 5th and 7th, which is just incredible. Right up there fighting the Titans. And yeah, I'm really impressed with what we've got. It's been an amazing first year, and we're also formally introducing Michael Jarman, the Michael Jarman, as a UK chapter organizer. So, welcome to the team.
Organizer, not competitor. So
we needed to like define the limits of our relationships. Yeah, so we've got a few things to break up for you. First up, we've got let's start with our battle dates and our rules and everything that we've got set up. The background about what is happening at the UK chapter in 2026. I'm going to hand over to Harry for that one.
I suppose good news for everyone who enjoyed our battles last year. We've got more of them this year. So, whereas last year we had 3 battles throughout the year, this year we are going to have 5 of them. The first one's going to be in March, the 7th of March. followed by the 11th of April. There's going to be a break in May for some other fun things happening in London and then Amsterdam, but we're back on the 30th of June for round 3, July the 11th for round 4, August the 8th for round 5, and then on the 364-day anniversary of our last outing, we are in London again for the finals. I suppose you may well be thinking at this point, will you please just shut up, take my money?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is £50 for entry to all 5 battles and the final. But there is an early bird. So until the 23rd of January, if you are over the next 15 days an early bird, you can get all of this excitement for £35 or $15 if you just want to try out one of the battles.
Excellent.
I will be another
kind of saying, take my money, Harry. I love that. Awesome. So that's our We've got 5 battles. We've got all the dates that Harry's laid out for us, and we're going to have the same 32 people qualifying. So it looks like an exciting. A couple of changes there. Just more battles is our main change.
Online battles, right? Until the finals.
Yeah. I mean, mostly we'll be doing online battles. Not everyone will be. Mostly online. Some of them will be live streamed as well, where possible. But that's what we're looking at for the year. Now, Dim, why are you here?
That is an excellent question. You know, the UK and Ireland, we've had some differences over the years, but all that pales compared to how much fun FMWC UK, now MEWC UK, I guess, looked like last year. So I'm here to say you guys need to let the Irish in this time. Come on, let's make it happen. I know there's going to be an asterisk on that.
I hope you're not asking us to let you in person.
Please clarify, what do you mean when you say let the Irish in?
Yes, I know there's going to be an asterisk that it doesn't include me.
Wait, Harry generally has the standard response for Dim asking to take part.
Harry, can I play this year?
No! Still no.
Fantastic. So, we will. You're asking if we can let some of the Irish that you have inspired with your world champion win join in and potentially win a ticket to Vegas, if they could make it to London.
Potentially beat the Brits.
And beat everyone. Yeah, if they can make it to London, beat everyone, including our incredible contestants, which, yes, I didn't mention who they were. It was Ha and Jackson. Ha Dang and Jackson Newton, 5th and 7th. Good job. I'll think about it.
There's a question from the chat.
You're a company.
You're meant to be
Elliot. No. Wait, Harry, can you take this one? Can Elliot complete?
Now, there's a bit of a technicality here in the sense that Elliot is looking at potentially at least some, if not all, of the cases. So there might be a small conflict of interest if you were to compete, Elliot. So as much as we love to see how you do in the worldwide ones, it may very well not turn out to be fair if you come and test the cases, decide how difficult the cases are, and then competing them yourself. There could be a slight conflict of interest. You think you might do quite well? I think you might do quite well. That's good that we agree on that.
Of the people who you're not allowing, Harry, is Elliot, who has seen the cases, going to beat Dim, who hasn't seen the cases but is Dim?
I want to see that happen, but there's a different arena for that.
I have occasionally beaten people on their own cases before.
In
fact, I think I beat you, Harry, on Right Royal Battle Part 2 when we were training.
Very recently, wasn't it?
I'm not going to confirm or deny that.
I can pull up the result if you want.
To be fair, Dim, you didn't see the first cut of Royal Rumble Part 2, because I think that would be a very different story.
I would love to see it. I've heard all these, like, terrified whispers of it.
Easy case.
All right. Well, in answer to your question, Dim, we will think about it, and we will make an announcement shortly. How about that?
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm bullish about Ireland joining for what it matters. So
You're what? You're for it?
bullish, yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
More people to beat.
Lorenzo is already, here to take on the UK. He might as well take on Ireland while he's at it.
Or Brazil. We'll need
Right, in 2026, we also have a new platform to compete on for our local competitors, and the Michael Jarman is going to tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. If you don't win a world championship, you don't get to. You just have to announce what the new platform is. So,
Rather than ask for your entire country.
because soon you're just going to be wheeled out for stuff like this.
Wait, if you had one, would you now be asking if Canada could take part?
Probably, yeah. I mean, Canada. I've heard rumours that Canada might want to join Eurovision. This doesn't seem too far away, but anyway. No, obviously it's lovely to be here, and yes, I'm here to announce that we will be on the official Play XL esports platform next year. So, the platform which, let's also just take a moment to remember that it was only less than a year ago, where we were an esport where we didn't really have a way of playing each other, which looking back is slightly bizarre. But we now have this lovely platform. And yes, the UK, the at-home rounds, the 5 rounds Harry was going through, they are all going to be competing on here. So if you are, a prospective contestant, but you're not on here, A, what are you doing? But B, please do sign up. You only need to pay for any of the tiers to be able to, link your ticket from the UK chapter to here. We're still ironing out the details of how that link will exactly work. I imagine there'll be some sort of code or something, but we're still ironing that bit out. But if you buy a ticket on the MEWC UK website, you'll be able to link it there, and then you'll compete in all the battles on here, like you do for Road to Las Vegas, which is very exciting.
Yeah. And your ticket will look a bit like that, except more British, shall we say?
We already have them?
More tea, more, I don't know, some more flags. How are we going to make it look more British, Jack?
Union Jacks everywhere.
The Jack is spelt with a Q.
Wait,
Excellent.
why does it say I don't have the cases available? I'm in the Guru tier, so maybe I'm logged out.
Signed in.
Are you signed out? Yeah. There's nothing available to you when you're signed out.
Yeah.
Lorenzo, tell me it's the off season without telling me it's the off season. Lorenzo is not currently signed into the platform.
That's true.
I will point out, I honestly thought you'd opened up this view so that you could show Dim versus Harry on Harry's case. Harry Watson in a Union Jack suit on the thumbnails. Now that's not a bad shout. Do you have a Union Jack suit?
I was meant to get a waistcoat, and I've been thinking of doing so for a while, but a full suit wouldn't work.
But you'll go with a waistcoat. That was other Harry.
Other Harry, yeah, he knows me too well. We could do all sorts of things. I'm sure.
So yes, Klinsman. Yes, the first round will be on the platform. As I say, we're currently. I say we. I'm helping shockingly little with this process in particular. But Jack is sorting that out with the people at the big MEWC. But yeah, the first round will be already on the platform, as will all the others as well.
I have opened up communications regarding the first round on the platform. And before I say what's happening in the first round, I'm going to tell you that we actually have a really other big announcement for the UK chapter, and that is that we have a UK community platform. And Miles has done a lot of hard work on this one. So over to you, Miles. Why don't you tell us about this? And Lorenzo, do you have access to the platform to do a demo?
I will try. I'm not sure actually, but yeah, go ahead and I will try.
Yeah, so when we were together in Vegas as a team, we were chatting through 2025, and as Jack said, it was an incredible year for us, and we were thinking about how we could make it even better. And the way we thought was to create a community platform where we can bring together all of our chat and community stuff that we do on WhatsApp and on other platforms, and also bring together some of the resources that are out there on YouTube, and then our events. And so what we've done is bring everything together into one community platform that everyone will get access to, and you can have everything in one place. So as a community now, we can all talk to each other, see the event, go through our resources. Oh, brilliant, amazing. We've got it up on the screen. So yeah, so everyone will get access to this platform. So anyone who's taking part in the UK. So yeah, we're on the welcome screen. Lorenzo, if you could go to the resources, that would be awesome. So in the resources, we've brought through some of the core training. So could you do, it says it in Italian. Can you do the compress at the top right for me?
Yeah,
so just
sorry.
to show
It auto-translates.
I had to translate into Italian. How about that? So yeah, so we've got like a new bit for new starters, which includes me in terms of competing this year. And then we've got Dim and Giles's boot camp, and then down through some fundamentals and sort of case types, which is all Hayden Wiseman's content. And we've just brought it all together. So it's all out on YouTube. We've kind of condensed it together. And then we've got things like Lambda collections, case walkthroughs by people as well. So we're hoping to bring everything into one place, and then we can all start to access it all in here. And it's the same platform that Giles and I use for Full Stack Modeler, so it's kind of well tested. We know that it works really well. We also use it for like the Women in Financial Modeling and the Bristol Excel meetup. So we know it works really nicely. So really excited to see the UK community come together in the platform and work through all the content. What's really nice, it's on PC, but you can also have it on your phone, so you can access it kind of wherever you go. I think it'll bring it all together really nicely. And it translates into different languages, which is amazing. I didn't know it did that. So, there we go. But yeah, so yeah, really excited to see everyone join that over the hopefully this week, and we'll get everybody in and then start to have our conversations and chats and bring everything together.
Yeah, I think that's great for a newcomer. Will be a nice, place where to find everything that is needed to get started and also improve, and being up to date with the news about the local chapter. So that's great. The level here is raising also for the other local chapters. So
yeah, definitely. We're trying to set
definitely.
That's our main thing. And yeah, this a few people have picked up on the fact I'm competing. So my plan this year is to so I didn't compete at all last year. My plan is to start competing with very, very low expectations, I have to say. Start competing, and I want to pull together a working group. So Faye and I are going to pull together like a newbie group. I know Johnny wants to join it as well as part of the UK chapter team, for us to bring together anyone who's thinking of starting this year, just to work through all of this content together. So we'll do it in a really nice structured way, and that can that'd be a really nice way. I think for anyone who's new to it, anyone who's a little nervous, I've spoken to a few people over the last couple of months who have been a bit nervy about joining. If you're in that space, come and join us, and we'll walk you through all of it together. I'm literally starting from scratch in terms of competing. I've used Excel all my life, but never done this stuff. And I was inspired by my time in Vegas to have a go. Also mildly terrified by my time in Vegas, I'm not going to lie, but inspired nonetheless. So yeah, Lorenzo, you might see at the top there you can do a little plug for your session on Thursday. Actually, if you scroll up a bit, I think you'll find yourself your session on Thursday. So you're on there as well. So and that's the idea, is we can pull all of the events that anyone's doing together in here, and then we can make sure all the UK people know what's going on. So.
That's amazing.
Perfect.
That's really great. I'm really excited to see how this goes, and I'm actually really personally excited to see what happens with the newcomers team. Like having a new cohort of people all doing it together should hopefully give some people a bit more confidence to just give it a go.
Yeah,
I am currently clicking in stock on our products in the shop. So in about 5 minutes, we should be able to start buying products.
But Jack, if everyone goes at the same time, they might crash the website. So we need to...
I will have you know, I got the first ticket last year, but I'm currently on a live stream, so there is an opening for other people to get ahead of me.
It's such good value. It's only 2 shillings 11 pence per minute of time.
The thing is, I reckon you've actually worked that out.
I was in my head earlier.
That is what Harry would do. In fact, he probably just has Lambda, just typed it in. As
no, I did it in my head. I did it in my head like a big
Lambda collection.
Is there other merch available? I believe Miles might have some merch available. At some point, I might start bringing out my own line of merch at this rate.
Win a case.
Tim could be bringing out some merch, surely. It's got to be some.
Yeah. We do have a line of T-shirts, but we haven't put them on shop. And the only people that own them are UK organizer team from last year, myself, who owns every one of them, and whoever won the case. Harry Watson Union Jack suit, please. Okay, let's get on that one. I'm adding it to my list right now. I think.
Is the date for the finals confirmed, or
it is? It's going to be the 5th of September. Yeah.
Great. And the venue?
Say the date again.
No.
And we say something more? Okay, not yet.
The 5th of September. Are you putting it in your calendar? Or are you checking if you're in the region?
I think I'm going to be there. I think I'm going to be there.
What about you, Jarman?
Sadly.
Perhaps. I'm not
Are
sure
you going to pop over for the finals?
We'll see. I'm looking at the European Open as well, but yeah, we will see. I have also heard rumours, Jack, for those who were there last year. I've heard some exciting rumours that there might be more air conditioning this year.
That is the plan. And what I will push is anyone that's watching, if you're working for a company that has money and likes investing sponsorship into poor little Excel competitions, local chapters, get in touch with Miles or Giles and speak to us, because we are desperately trying to afford aircon for the finals this year, and that's how we're going to do it.
It's mostly aircon.
I think the last thing, Lorenzo, that I've got to really talk about then is there's maybe a couple of things. One we can just chat about, but the first one is Battle 1 this year. Now that one is going to be a little bit different, because Battle 1, it's going to be on the 7th of March, which is the day before International Women's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And last year there was an amazing thing that happened over in Brazil, where Klingsman gave women the chance to compete for free for that round and had an International Women's Day battle. I thought, this is a great idea. Let's go bigger. Because what do we do but go bigger in the UK? So myself and Lara will be writing, or are currently writing, an International Women's Day case for International Women's Day, which will be done internationally with other local chapters, who will then be able to translate that case and so on. It will be held over a 24-hour period, when you can sign in at any time depending on your time zone, and do it for half an hour, and then we will look at the results after that.
Wow.
And it looks like the January newsletter has just dropped.
My girlfriend will not have any excuses left not to join this year, so I will do my best to have her joining.
That battle will be a free battle for all our female contenders. Our women participants will be able to compete for free in that battle. So this is the right time to round up your daughters and wives and put them in front of a spreadsheet. If they're trying to get you in front of a spreadsheet, like I'm usually trying to do with Johnny, then why are you even here? She should be competing instead of you. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that one, and I'm really excited that the other local chapters are up for it. We're going to be covering some incredible women in history, women in current times. Don't let Charles near your rounded up daughters. You started it.
No. I think
Okay.
Live
Do you
stream
mind-
test
Is gonna
is
be
so
the
anything
same
has
for
that.
everyone, or is this gonna be a case specifically for?
So this
the
is
women?
our round one case. It will be
Okay.
for everyone, but it will be free for our women.
All right.
So it will count as our first round. I believe Duck said they're not doing it as an official round. They're doing it as an unofficial play along round. It's up to individual chapters as to how they're going to do that. Do you mind if we drop a link in the chat to our UK platform,
Yeah,
UK community platform? I will
Do
drop
that.
that in right now. So, nope. That comment has failed to post. I'll drop you the link, Lorenzo, and you can put it in your own chat.
Yeah. Hopefully, it will let me do that. Let's try.
Excellent. So I think that's about it. We were just gonna. We're kind of thinking of letting our community take over our socials for a week each month as well, which I think could be quite a fun thing to do.
What do you mean exactly?
Well, let's say Lorenzo decides to sign up for January, the last full
For
week in
example.
January. You can put what you want on our socials. I mean, it's going to go through Johnny to actually get onto the socials. So we're probably not going to put anything offensive in there if you start doing anything like that. But whatever you want to put out there for the UK chapter, you can. And if that ends up being a live stream or a walkthrough on our YouTube, we'll just get our Instagram and TikTok to point to our YouTube and say, hey, come check out Lorenzo on our channel doing this live stream or doing this walkthrough or whatever it might be. Alternatively, you might decide to post your daily routine every day on TikTok. That would be fine. I mean, you can do a get ready with me and show us you putting on makeup if you want. I don't really care. I just thought it might be fun to see what the community wants to make of our socials.
Yeah, that looks like a great initiative. Not sure I will accept for January, but we can discuss maybe February. I'm not sure, but yeah, keen to do that. Definitely.
James, do not buy that. Excuse me.
This is fantastic reverse psychology for me. I tell you not to buy it. We want you to buy it more.
Do not buy entry to our cases. They are evil and hard.
There is slightly further down. There is a 2026 season pass early bird that does not say "do not buy." I suggest buying that one.
I have taken that one out. If you refresh the page, yeah, you should be able to not buy that anymore.
And guys, couple of questions. Case-wise, are we gonna see an increase in difficulty, or are we gonna keep it easy-ish?
You want an increase in difficulty?
I'm just asking.
I think that's my main role here, is to tell Harry's that their cases are too hard.
That is why we brought Jarman on.
Does that mean my role is to say nope, too easy?
I'm not sure to be offended by that or not.
Official Irish ambassador and easy maker.
That we'll have some troubles in making easy cases, so I'm curious to see what the end result will be.
I think there's probably not too much we can say so far, but I think, Harry, we're making some changes into sort of making them more approachable at the easy end, right? For the newer joiners.
Yes, so we're considering potentially having more levels and having more easy levels at the beginning, whilst maintaining the difficulty at the end.
All right.
You know, if we want to differentiate ideally in such a way where complete newcomers who've never done this sort of thing before can come, spend half an hour having some fun, learning some Excel, getting a decent amount of the case solved, and feeling confident about what they've done and wanting to learn more. But at the same time, we want the Harts, the Jacksons, the Lorenzos, the Haydens of the world to come out of that and think, oh, there's more I can learn as well, and oh, I didn't get full marks. What can I do to beat the other people? If we can do both of those things, that's great. Yes, exciting cases coming up this year.
We may be playing around, yeah, as Harry says. We'll do some testing, shall we say, over the next couple of months. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes, and if our Diarmid and Jarminator too easy, too hard, it's going to be like Tweedledum and Tweedledee, isn't it?
It's odd that I've ended up with this job when I famously set very hard cases.
Absurdly hard. I only set very reasonable cases.
And are we gonna have some more collaboration with other local chapters like you did last year? We can say something about that. Not yet decided.
There has been a decision made. There will indeed be a coordinated round with one of the other chapters.
All right.
Anyone who uses VLOOKUP gets 0. No, we cannot do that. Dim, is that you in the chat? Asking for me.
I mean, Harry Groth could probably make a case that does that. So if you do use VLOOKUP, then your computer explodes. I mean, Elliot, you're in charge of signing that off, so I'm presuming you'll be okay.
I mean, having seen, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but seeing one of Harry's latest projects, which is hopefully coming out soon, I think, there might be some punishments for using VLOOKUP sometimes. That's all I'm going to say.
We're always going to position our data to the left of the lookup data to make sure that you can't.
Yeah, Harry, I'm not sure I can agree with this, but I like the sentence. So
I remember
I like the concept.
I loved the movie Shawshank Redemption when I was a kid, and there's like, Red, the guy who referred to himself as the only guilty man in Shawshank. I think it's a similar thing with case authors. Like, nobody thinks they write hard cases. Everybody thinks they write reasonable cases, or possibly even friendly, approachable cases. Just some of them are more wrong than others.
I'm reasonably self-aware. I know when I'm being sadistic and when I'm not.
In my experience, you don't.
Yeah, it might be very well possible considering what I've seen Harry doing. So I will not be surprised to be honest to see such a feature. So.
Harry's going to rebuild Excel in some other complete visually different application, and you're going to have to solve it. I'm surprised Danielle Stein-Fairhurst hasn't gone for Purple Excel already. We need to get the news out to her. Oh wait, are we being called unprofessional? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Miles.
Yeah, some more questions about the format, if I can ask. The first one is, what's the, maybe you told that before, but just to recap it, what is the route to qualify for the finals? It's gonna be based on the position for every battle. It's gonna be based on the seasonal ranking. And the second one will be, will the format for the final be the same compared to last year? So 3 battles, sum of the scores, which by the way, I think it's a very nice format. Or are you planning some new experiments or way of working?
Does anyone want to take that one?
I can. So I think the qualification is going to be more similar to the Road to Las Vegas. So of the 32 spots, there's 5 rounds. Each of them, the top 5 people who have not qualified so far will sort of get to the finals. That leaves 7 others, which I think are going to be left as wild cards at the organizer's discretion. I imagine that's going to generally bias towards those who have a pretty good season score but have not managed to qualify. But yeah, we'll see what happens when we've got the final scoreboard. The finals, I'm not too sure. Are we keeping it the same? I think so.
So far, that is the plan. We haven't decided to do anything wacky yet, but I mean, we can't be held accountable if we do decide to do something wacky in the meantime.
There might, for instance, be a new rule that if 2 people are within a 1/4 percentage point of each other across 3 rounds, then they enter into some manner of sudden death. But I'm sure
have
that's
no idea
not
what I'm
gonna
referring
fly,
to.
right?
They each have to battle Dim until one of them wins.
To be fair, like, I know the European Open, they've said they're going to be sort of experimenting with a couple of other formats. I don't know if any of those are going to be individual formats, but maybe one of those inspires us all to try something different. So yeah, I think the finals is probably a little more up in the air.
Is there going to be any
Toe wrestling
involvement
face opener.
in the European Open from a local chapter perspective, or is that going to be completely organized centrally by FNWC team?
I believe that one is completely centrally organized. We have left our calendar empty for May because May is a big month in the Excel world around here.
Yeah.
We've got the Global Excel Summit in the UK, and then we've got the European Open over in Amsterdam. So I feel like people are going to be busy in May, and let's meet each other at the Global Excel Summit. Let's meet each other at the European Open, and then meet each other again in September at the finals. So,
And again in Vegas.
and again in Vegas, because that's what we like to do. So, yeah, we have no involvement or anything like that to go into the European Open. So.
Makes sense. Yeah, sorry I disrupted your flow, Jack. Go ahead.
My flow was trying to open this chocolate bar. I'm not gonna lie.
That just sounds important. What chocolate bar is it there? That's a good question.
Cadbury Delight, salted caramel
Cadbury,
and soft nougat.
That's it's Cadbury is suitably British.
European camp is just a
Yeah, I
single
think
event with
so.
100 people, right? That is true. The European camp, not camp. We should call it European camp. That would be so much more fun.
Yeah, it's sleepaway
Just all
camp.
go stay in like bungalows in the woods somewhere and then compete. That's what we need.
Is the 100 figure made up, or is that confirmed in terms of
That I
participants?
believe that's confirmed. There are 100 slots available. If you don't have a slot already,
Who knows how many are left?
don't miss it.
Based on the sign-ups, or there will be some qualification? I have no idea.
No, it's just the first 100 people to buy a ticket, I think.
I
I should.
buy it.
It's completely open.
Get on it, you guys.
If you haven't bought your ticket yet and you can get there, it might be gone.
Yes,
Dim
Harry,
is
I am.
eligible.
He is. He is.
Dim is eligible and is in the area. Dim will be participating, I believe.
That is my plan.
Do you have your ticket?
Got my ticket.
Giles has a ticket.
Yeah, it's open for everyone. So we'll probably
Yeah.
have people coming from Australia, US.
See, the problem
Madagascar.
is they didn't have any Harrys weighing in on it and saying no, Dim.
I mean, what kind of an organizer would be so mean as to have a rule saying anyone from, this region can take part except Dim? Anyone
I
can
believe
take
all
the best of their
rules.
2 scores except Dim.
All rules in Excel esports that have an exception, the Dim is always the exception. That's the standard. So.
So 99 opposite.
Excellent. So yeah, we are all. I think we're all announced out. We've sent out our newsletter and our products, excluding a test product, is now live on the site.
And
And we've already got people joining the platform as well, which is nice. So
Woo!
Oh, you're getting
Exactly.
notifications in the platform. Excellent.
nice.
how
I love
many
it.
participants did we have last year in the UK chapter? If you remember more or less the figure. Are we aiming for a 2x increase, 3x increase in participants? 5x.
I would like to say that we should have about a 50% increase at least. Did I send you the spreadsheet with the finals, Miles?
Oh, I don't know.
We
And
did have
also,
a
could you
final
make a
numbers
prediction
spreadsheet.
of, what market share of the top 12 on the final stage are you aiming for as Brits? Like it was 25% last year. Are we going up from there? It was 2000 podium the year before, and that kind of slipped.
Yeah, I want to see, you know, at least 50% Brits on the final stage. I think we had 116 sales, so that's international including. We also had some sponsors tickets that were given out, so some people participated as part of a sponsorship deal. And on average, we had in each battle between 40 and 70 people taking part.
And if we get to 11 out of 12 on the top stage, do we say that Dim is then invited?
Well, hang on. How are we getting rid of Andrew?
He's invited as well.
Yeah, it'd be great to get over 200, wouldn't it, for this year? I think that's what we should aim for, I think.
100%.
I will try to convince my colleague and every person I can to join
take
it.
part.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'll, bring along an army of Irish like that scene in Braveheart. All right, guys, I've got to run away. But thanks for having me, Lorenzo. And
thanks, Tim.
Dim, I officially dub you our Irish ambassador from now on.
Sounds like a plan. Peace out, guys.
Bye, Dim. Thank you for joining. I think we have someone waiting to join the lounge, and I gave you a bit of spoiler before, and here he is. Hey, Klinsmann.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome.
Great to have you. Is that the first time you joined the lounge, by the way? It is.
I think it is. Yeah.
How have you? Is it the time zone thing or?
No, not actually.
Just ignore me for 1 year when I invited him.
No.
It's like he's waiting for you to become important enough, and now that everyone's doing official announcements on the live lounge, now he's willing to come on your show.
No, it is interesting because the thing about the online platform, that's why I asked in the chat, because I didn't have that date yet. I talked to Jade, and I wasn't sure when the platform will be ready, because I heard that all local chapters eventually will have to move to the online platform. So I asked her, because it's not an announcement, but we were like developing our own last year. So then I asked, should we keep on developing ours or should we not? So the answer is not. No.
So, I mean, as far as our March case goes for International Women's Day, because it's a non-standard case and it's a bunch of different local chapters, I will be speaking, or I have reached out, but obviously the team's only back today. I have reached out for them to actually do the setup of that official battle. So our very first official one will be set up by them. And even because I believe we get access to start doing our testing in February.
Yeah.
So that might not give us enough time for the first week of March, put it that way.
Yeah, we'll have some kind of organizer or sub-admin profile over there, so we can,
So we can do that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my question. I'm curious. Is there going to be some synergy to leverage the work you did on the platform locally for the global one, or you just keep it as a nice artifact?
No, as far as I know, they liked the idea of the online charts and scores, and they'll develop that by their own. And everything we did for our finals as a beta test. So now we know we should not keep developing, because it's not that we should not. We will use the online, the main platform. So there's no point on keeping on developing our own. So I'm happy that we kind of gave that kind of idea. I saw a video where John Acampora, I think he got the scores and did that with Python or something like that. Of course, after the finals were
from
over.
The YouTube video. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I think it is cool, because from my perspective, I always say that, and Renat and Emils and Andrew, they always try to counter argument me in a way that, of course, I see myself as a participant and I like to participate, but I see that I personally have more value. I don't know if more value is the correct phrasing, but as a community person, as a creative person, I have those kinds of ideas, because as a participant, I know the level of difficulty. I know how the competition works, and I can use my left-handed brain in a way that we can try new things. The technical part and the fast part of the left-handed brain, I leave that to Michael. But yeah, and also in Brazil, we are only two running the chapter. There's me and there's Lander. And we already split roles where I will be this community guy. He will be the tech guy. So my role this year will be, making some kind of road show in universities or companies to promote the format. So we'll see. That is a test as well, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I can only imagine the complexity of running a local chapter because there are lots of moving parts. Also, to start something from scratch is always difficult. So you need to design the cases, you need to attract the players, you need to set up the whole thing, you need to find the venue, organize the online rounds, review the scores, find the sponsors and the money. So lots of things to do. But imagine I would like to set up one new from scratch, for example, in Italy. What would be your suggestion, like the first 3 things or 5 things I need to do to start small and keep moving?
Okay, first of all, you should have someone to develop, to design the cases, unless you want to pay, because if I'm not mistaken, the FMWC team, they offer that service. If you want to hire them for developing cases, I think you can as a local chapter owner. But you have to have someone who knows the rules and how the competition work, because the hard part is to balance the newcomers and the experienced players to keep it enjoyable for everyone. That's the tough spot. I don't know if it was Harry or Michael who was saying that, but within the case, how you make the difficulty curve, So for us in Brazil, I think it will be similar. We will try to make like the first 3 levels quite easy, because it will not make a difference for the top players, but for the newcomers, it will be amazing solving half of a case or something like that, So because it's hard, because I think the entrance barrier may get bigger, because all the lambdas, the cases, you cannot just write a regular map case, nowadays. Everyone or almost everyone from the at least half top tier of the players, they can solve it quite easily, So it's tricky, even from a case designing perspective. How can you design that is still new but not crackable, for the players, the experienced ones? So that's tough. I always use Michael's example with the simple case, because back in the day, the Python thing was kind of new, and it broke the case.
For sure it did.
Because
I love the simple case. That has always been one of my favorites, just because I opened that, I looked at it, and I knew what I had to do. I didn't have to get lost in all the writing. Just straight away, you know what you've got to do.
Yeah.
Now I need to use my Excel knowledge to actually find out how I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I remember I sent that to them, and because I think a lot of people, they send their cases in and it's like months or years before they get used. And I think I sent that to them, and they were like, right, well, we have to do this now or it's never going to work, because somebody's going to quickly figure out that because I think Python had just been
Python.
So,
I literally tried Python about 2 minutes after submitting my case file.
But was it back in the day? Was it still on the open channel, or was it only on Insider or
I think
beta?
there was an Insider still at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, Klinsmann, I broke your train of thought.
I don't remember what was I telling. So
just the difficulty curve, which I mean, I would agree. I mean, it's getting harder and harder, right? Because I mean, for an example, one of the cases that I sort of have written 2/3 of the UK chapter for, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start solving things. And I was like, this is really hard, actually. I'm not sure how to do this. But I've seen a video of Dim's where he has something that does a much harder version of this case. So like I think, as the sort of top keeps getting higher and higher, still sort of having something that's approachable for new people and has a non-ridiculous slope is getting really, really tough, which is, I think, why sort of the Harrys and we're looking to maybe like for the local chapters having like a slightly longer case, just so that there's more easy stuff for the newbies to play with. But the experienced people can just smash through it and then get to the meat of the question. But it's getting really hard.
Yeah, and I must confess, I at the finals day, the origami case, I was really nervous that someone would have some kind of lambda that it will solve the case in 20 minutes. You know, I was really concerned about that because
Dim did. He made it during the case.
Okay, but it was only Dim in 5 minutes before So some say it was the perfect ending for the championship, for the season. But I was really concerned because those things about flipping, reversing.
Yeah,
it's common knowledge now. So it's tricky.
To be fair, like, because I think you're right. I think it was like a perfect level of difficulty because I think the winner finishes with like 3 to 4 minutes to go in the final. I think that's like the dream. And like looking at the past 2 years, like even WoW, that's clearly been something they've sort of set up. I mean, I remember the WoW case, like the last bonus question was worth a single point. And I think Andrew had like envisioned that there'd be a load of people on 1999 trying to get that last point. And in fact, we were all like stuck in the 800s.
I think it's very hard to judge beforehand what will be the outcome of the scoring in terms of the case difficulty. So,
and again,
I see your point.
Specifically about that case, I didn't design it for the finals. I sent that case, in May or something like that, June. And then they decided it would be a cool idea because based on how successful, I would say, isometric chaos was last year, based on how simple it was to understand. I mean, the origami is an universal concept. You kind of know what it means. So you were there, Michael. You got the instructions, one page, and that's it. You know the concept, but to apply that, even with the diagonals, then it got like tricky. You can easily mess up with your directions and diagonals. But it's getting trickier to develop something new, something engaging.
I feel like we need more cases that evoke a physical reaction in the way that isometric chaos did, though.
Yeah.
Especially for the live stage.
I think the other one that comes to mind, and I think there's two things for like the final 3 cases where they have to be like the really special good ones, and to a lesser extent the quarterfinals cases as well, where they need to be both easy to understand for like somebody watching, but also, I mean, like the reaction from the room for Harry's jigsaw case when Dim's not quite perfect picture of the girl with pearl earring, but like most of it appeared, and like that sort of visual appearance on the stage, like,
that was amazing.
That was incredible.
That was a tough balance. I know we're so deep in case authoring now that we're not really doing local chapter, but that was a tough balance between including the audience so much more by having that appear, but also potentially giving stuff away to other contestants. So that would have been maybe better when you were just having the contestants on the stage. For the round of 64, it was anyone could have looked up at the screen, seen the painting, and seen the answers for that one.
Do you mean this painting?
Yeah.
It looks exactly like that.
You sure it's exactly that? Okay.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, Harry Gross is a genius to come up with that idea, and having almost all of us design cases. I think. Did you, Lorenzo? Did you, Jack? Miles?
I definitely haven't. Maybe next year.
I mostly did FMWC ones, but I've got a couple of cases over there that haven't been used yet.
Yeah.
Some of them have been there a while.
It requires a different mindset than just solving them. It's trickier to develop that difficulty curve. It's a craft. It's a different thing than solving a case under pressure. That's why I see myself as someone like creative instead of competitive in a top level.
And I think as a community, we need both, right? Like we need the people to set these amazing cases as much as we need the people to then solve them.
This is a big claim up here.
I cannot explain how good it is, like, because I've been playtesting it. It is just mad.
Expectations are super high now.
This is from the
They already were
creator
super high, but
of Malice in Wonderland, but not just Malice in Wonderland. The entire game that completely restructured how you can use Excel. So
wow.
I'm excited to see what happens.
And this will be like a free event. It's not linked to any.
It's
anything.
I'm trying to think.
It's going to be unofficial,
that
isn't
you can
it?
download. Yeah, it's unofficial. It has to be unofficial. But it's a thing you can download and play around with.
Cool.
And it is fun. And that is all I'm going to say.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Oh, and speaking of that, last year I didn't publish the famous Visical case.
Yeah,
of course. I wonder about that.
What happened with that?
I had 2 meetings with Dan Bricklin, which is an amazing honor, to be honest. And he made some tweaks. I realized he was a bit concerned on using pages of the manuals or using some pictures, real life pictures of him and Bob Frankston, because the way I developed the case is for you to collect or to check the pieces of history that I put in the case, because it's like it's a tribute case. So that was my first idea. And he then mentioned, oh, this may be tricky, change those wordings, don't use this picture. So I gotta, like not rebrand it, but remake it in a slightly way. Yeah. And the naming, the Visicalc name, maybe some of those things I cannot use, even if it's a tribute case, or I will have to publish it as a standalone case, like not even from Excel Esports Brazil, because we are, part of the big company. Maybe a case of mine, a free case of mine,
kind of like
that.
Harry's doing with his new.
Yeah. But it is awesome. No one saw that until today. Just me and Dan Bricklin, which is amazing.
That's. I've been looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I know that the first idea was to release it. When was it? 2020.
A couple of years now, isn't it?
24. It was meant to be at the anniversary of Visicalc, which was launched on 79. So it was 2024, I guess. Then it will have to last year. But then again, I could talk to Dan Bricklin, and then he pointed those things, and I talked to Emils. And because the Visicalc, the logo, the company was bought by IBM or Lotus, something like that. There's some copywriting involved that we cannot use some namings and some logos. So that's the main concern about it. Yeah. I think it was, what was the name of the case? The case about Mario that has to be renamed, something like that.
Modelario, yeah. I mean, there's been a few problems over the years. There was the collect them all that for legal reasons we can't say is Monopoly, but clearly it is. I mean, I wrote last year a free case. Yeah, like a free case, which we did premiere in Vegas, and I probably we should look at releasing a copyright free version, Jack, like a free case I wrote last year, and it just got stuck in copyright hell with the BBC. So yeah, I can very much empathize with that. And given all the challenges we've discussed of like being creative and difficulty curves, it's annoying to then be like, I can't use this name, even if it's just a tribute, and we're not ripping everyone off or anything.
I should not spoil, but I will tell you some of the things I put in this Visical case, because back in the day it was launched for the Apple II. The computer was the Apple II, and the Apple II only had the left and right directional arrows. There was no up and down. So some of the questions are based on that.
All right.
Trying to use my left. No, I couldn't.
Klinsmann, I must confess, I still need to try the origami case. So what I will do is to host a battle on the platform, maybe at some point in the next week. And it will be a live attempt for me. So everyone is invited to join, and I will probably record it and put it on the channel.
Yeah, so you should record that.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, another thing I'm doing this year, that's not the FMWC Brazil or Excel Esports Brazil, it's me. I'll be running or premiering my own podcast. Lorenzo knows about it. I have all this project with the fancy background. It's not already here, but it will be. And then I will invite all the players around the world, the Brazilians. I plan on inviting Dan Bricklin, maybe for a case premiere. That's the idea for this year. So most of you will be eventually invited because, we are the community that runs this competition in a sense. Of course, there's the organizers, but we are the community. So eventually, when I'm more, experienced as a podcast host, then I'll invite you guys. But yeah, and then why did I say that? Because I encourage you, Lorenzo, to record those live attempts. Because usually, do you do live attempts or do you edit your videos?
No. Zero editing. Editing for live attempts and also for walkthroughs. So depending on whether I've already done the case, it is a live attempt or just a walkthrough. Maybe also an incomplete one for the hardest levels.
Yeah.
But I don't edit at all. So unless I have a major, let's say, Excel crash with me like swearing for 10 minutes, which is no point in seeing, then otherwise I don't edit them.
Because I think Eric Ashton and Hayden, they record they post the videos like really tight. They solve the things. Yeah.
Absolutely. So back to the original question. So
number one thing is from
phases.
Yeah.
Sorry?
From my side, in answer to that original question, I would say there's a bunch of aspects, and I feel like at a bare minimum, you need at least 2 people in your team. You can't do this as a one-person thing.
Yeah. Unless your name is Benny Weber.
No, there's 2 people in his team.
I know.
3 to 4 people in his team indirectly. But 100% the best thing I did was surround myself with a really great team.
Totally
and agree. The more people I've put in this team, the more people I've put in this team. The group that we ended up with was just an amazing collaborative group of people that have different strengths. We were really lucky to have the Harrys and their case author magic happening. And I think the way I first worded it to Giles was the second person I spoke to about it. The first one was Elliot. And the way I worded it to both of them was, I can get shit done. I need someone that can speak to people. Mm-hmm. So, Giles, I need you to join so that you can speak to people.
You be Giles.
You need Jack Burtonley collecting UK players in Vegas. That that is kind of what I did. So I rounded up Elliot and Giles in Vegas, and then we kind of expanded once we got home and got the full team together. And it was very... Giles, always happy to speak, yeah. And Elliot is incredible at keeping things organized and getting stuff done. I'm very much in the same mindset. I'm a list maker. I get stuff done. Stuff happens. Elliot is the same, but sometimes I miss things he sees and he misses things I see. So it works quite well like that. And then you've got Miles heading us up in the background and just kind of like keeping us together with like the glue in all of this, making sure that we're, officially operating as a business properly.
Yeah, I've got to say, Clinton, I'm amazed you can do it with just 2 people. Like when I see the amazing team that we've got, and it's still a lot of work for everyone. Obviously, everyone's a volunteer as well. Such a huge amount of work goes into it. And as a 2-person team, hats off to you. It's a lot of effort.
Yeah. And I mean, I won't say I'm crazy, but we do monthly rounds. Our first round is happening like 2 weeks from now, 24th, 3 weeks, kind of. So
wait, is that open for international players as well?
It is always open for internationals.
Right.
And the thing is, it's in another direction, as you guys from UK are doing this year, but based on an eventual, it's not signed yet, big sponsor we will have. My intention is to it's always a trial and error. I suppose that one of the entrance barriers is paying for participating. So if you eventually get to sign with this big company, the whole year will be cost-free for Brazilians at least. So I'll test this hypothesis. So January is cost-free. That's we already decided. Even we don't have the the sponsorship signed. But yeah, I don't know why did I answer that, but I was thinking of the question of Lorenzo about because it was Miles who you gotta have someone to do the cases if you want, and someone to speak to people. That's very important, and that's where we lack Miles. As two people, we test one another's cases. We stay too much in this tech part, tweaking the case and difficulty. But you gotta have someone speaking to people and showing that it's fun. Of course, it's competitive if you want to compete, but we gotta reach out to more people. People gotta know, about the championship. That's why we split roles this year. I should be this guy from now on.
Yeah. So we've
what
got
about bureaucracy, guys? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, we've got working groups in our team. So we've got like a case writing working group, a tech working group. You've got two people.
We are those.
You are the working group.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What about bureaucracy? Because I can say a couple of years ago, I evaluated the option to open a local chapter in Italy. We decided to stop almost immediately due to bureaucracy because Italy doesn't like this kind of ventures and make it very hard to do them. So I was wondering whether this is much easier in the UK, in Brazil, and how does it work from that perspective?
Yeah, so for the UK, we just wrapped it into full stack. So the company that Charles and I run, full stack modular, are the signatories. So that just covered that off quite nicely. We cover off like the accounting and all that interesting stuff. But yeah, fine from a UK perspective. Really straightforward, just to wrap it into ours.
So you need a company in the UK to do that.
Yeah.
In Brazil,
in Brazil as well.
In Brazil, we don't need a company for running the competition, but because we have money prizes, we charge for the tickets. That's why we need a company.
Yeah.
And insurance as well. I know it's not a sexy topic, but you need to make sure when you run an event with people in person, you've got to make sure you're covered for stuff like that. So, yeah. Not exciting, but needs to be done.
And again, other thing is that technically you don't need an in-person event for the finals for having a local chapter. We do that based on marketing, having pictures and videos for promoting the next season. And what we did in Brazil, those jerseys, those are cool. All the players like that and took pictures, and that's part of the marketing.
That's a lot of perceived value to the event for sure.
But that costs money, and then you gotta find a way of getting money, whether selling the cases or having sponsors. That's the new part for me, at least. I never needed to go after finding sponsors. Now I have. It's different from doing an indirect or an offset.
My take is that if you take out the tech complexity, so to host the streams and build the cases, if you don't go physical and you don't put prize money, it's relatively easy. But as soon as you go physical or you add prize money, the complexity and the bureaucracy just,
And from my perspective, the higher the prize pool gets, the trickier it is. Based on the uncontrollable things about AI, the Copilot function, a lot of things are built in Excel. So on a competition perspective, I don't know where the format or when it may break. Of course, if it's an in-person event, you can check that. The players who score high enough to be finalists. But there's a big enough prize pool, then we may face some illegal stuff, even it's written on the rules. But I don't wanna think about the worst scenario, but I think it may be something that happens if the prize pool gets bigger and bigger.
At the minute, I think the local finals can accommodate a lot of players, so it's probably not that much of an issue in terms of making the cut to qualify for the finals. Maybe in the future that will be an issue to consider. And I think there are no easy options or good ways to do proctoring or stuff like that. Yeah, we discussed that a lot in previous lounges. Let's hope we don't need to face that issue in the next future.
Yeah.
I think the other thing with the finals is just really nice to have it in person. I know I really valued that when we got everyone in that room together. I know it was a little bit cramped and we didn't have the aircon that we wanted, but it was amazing to have everyone together. That sense of community. Went off to the pub afterwards, like watched it back. Went back to yours, Lorenzo, didn't we, and watched it as well. So yeah, that sense of community just builds so much better in person.
Yeah,
and it was very nice to do that. So.
I mean, a couple of years ago, as I think Johnny mentioned in the newsletter there, Johnny and I were the only people that had come from Britain to Vegas. I wasn't going to say the only British people because we had the Michael Jarman there, for example.
Yeah, I was a bit closer.
But we were the only people that had come from Britain, and going from that to a handful of people last year to the numbers that we saw this year, from like bringing more and more local people, and I've noticed it with Brazil as well. It was Kingsman, and now there's a wee horde of Brazilians, and it's actually great to see so much kind of growth from across different countries that actually have their local chapters.
Yeah.
And that meeting in person and having that live final is a big part of that, because I feel like there's a number of our contestants that might not have decided to go to Vegas if they hadn't had that experience of meeting other like-minded people at the XL finals in London.
Yeah. I think all of us as local chapter organizers, or even Andrew and the team, I think we still didn't find a sweet spot, because if you're going to compare XL esports to any other esport out there, XL esports is the only one who can have like a real use in life, you know. So whether it is for recruiting, I don't know, university, something like that, then David does that with MECC. But I think we still didn't find the correct way of promoting it, or to the correct people, talking about sponsors and stuff like that, because I think, at least that's my bet here in Brazil, if I eventually get to one correct company or one correct university, I think the thing is going to explode here, because I mean, we have more than 200 million inhabitants here, so I think the potential is huge.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree. Do you like, by the way, my local?
I love your map.
chart?
Yeah.
Can you do other countries in different colors, like rumored local chapters?
Yeah, but I don't know what they are, so you need to suggest.
Well, there's a rumor that Ireland might be joining us this year.
All right, it's a small one.
I've heard some chat about a US chapter as well.
I've heard
US
some
chapter.
chat about an Australian chapter, which may become
Wow.
an Australian New Zealand
Yeah.
chapter.
I had
That's
a long
great.
conversation with Tim Hang about organizing a local chapter. Yeah.
We're talking
With-
about 2027, of course, or do you think?
Who did you have a
it's-
conversation with?
Tim Hang for Australia. Yeah. I think for this season, the Australian one.
That would
But
be
I
very cool.
had a prelim round with him. I told him everything I know from my experience, but I don't know the team, who else is going to run that with him. So I don't know anything else.
There has also been chat of a combined French chapter.
Oh.
So French-speaking Canada, France, Réunion, and
Wow.
so on. Kind of combining forces, having a final in France, I guess. That is very much a worldwide French-speaking chapter, though, from what I hear.
Yeah, I have a bit of FOMO with Italy, so we need to do something for Italy.
Yeah,
We're
but
going
we'll
to
figure
get
it out.
everyone else colored in so that Italy's bureaucracy goes, hang on a second, we're missing out on this because of all that bureaucracy. Time to let a chapter happen.
Yeah, at the minute, bureaucracy is winning, but we will see. We will see. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised we don't have a US chapter yet. To be honest, we had some chats Probably it was in September when we met in Leipzig with Liana, and apparently no one is taking the leads there. But yeah, Michael, you said there might be some news coming.
Oh no, as in I don't have an inside scoop. I just
Rumors.
saw some people discussing on the WhatsApp some rumors. I mean, to be honest, like given the World Championships are in Vegas, and although this is getting better, like you look at 2023, just how much of the field was American. It kind of feels like they don't really need a local.
50% of the head count.
Yeah, but as we get more local chapters,
Vegas is their local chapter final.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But they should still have some fun, and I'm sure they can think of some very funny American, so some case ideas. I'm sure there could be some entertaining ideas there. How many football fields are in a mile or something?
One thing I see happening this season maybe is that more Chinese people will join, because Zhang, as a finalist, from if I'm not mistaken, he got to know the championship this last season. So he like barely knew about it and then participated in. Okay, I'm a finalist now.
And did amazing as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, to be honest. Maybe you already joined last year, but yeah, it's for sure rather new. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll have a lot of visibility in China. And
Jasuke also had an amazing year.
Yeah,
from Japan.
Yeah,
isn't Zhang like really big on Chinese YouTube, whatever that's called? Like there was somebody on there who had like hundreds of thousands of views.
Did he have those views, or did someone else have those views?
It could be someone else. I don't know.
I think it's not Zhang.
Okay.
No, I don't think
I think he was like, I follow that person or something. I don't know. But
yeah, because
we tried to invite him to the lounge, but he refused to join. So if you're watching us, we want to know you and hear about your experience.
Rather than talk about you behind your back.
Sure.
Who refused? Sorry?
Zhang
from China. Okay, so another spoiler. I invited Zhang and Daisuke from Japan.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
to
one chapter one. Yeah, from my podcast, because both of them have the origami in their cultures. So the podcast will be based on how is it that how is origami treated or in Japan and China, because they haven't in their cultures. I didn't know it was a Chinese thing. I thought it was only Japanese, but as Japan and China have this relationship, like historically, I don't know what came from China and what came from Japan,
Oh, that's exciting. Why do we not have links to your podcast in the WhatsApp?
Because it haven't started yet.
Okay, right. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So the next step is to get you on our podcast explaining how to launch a podcast.
So then you should wait for me to have the first episode, so then I know what to answer.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I would love. Are you busy working out how to do your local chapter chart with different colors over there, Lorenzo?
Sorry again. I was looking at the chat. The name of that person is Uni. I'm not sure about the pronunciation, of course. So it's not Zhang, but we'll try to have it.
Oh, you found the one with all the followers.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the video actually, because it had literally millions of views. But
Uni, I think that's the surname of Zhang. I think Zhang
really?
Uni. I think it.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
So I'm a bit confused.
YUNYI, so maybe it is.
Yeah, but maybe it is a common surname in China.
Yeah,
like,
probably.
Yeah, given there's millions of views, like I would be surprised if we don't see more from China next year.
Yeah.
I mean, Dim has a fraction of that many views, and we're all here.
So there has actually been a lot of discussion about Las Vegas, or where else could it be?
Oh yeah.
And I think there's been a lot of kind of like off the record chat within the communities, because I don't think anyone wants to out and out say anything about anyone.
Yeah, go on.
But it would be great to have a location like the European Open now, being in May. That's going to be awesome, because, I mean, apart from it's a lot closer to home for some of us. It's also a different location that, to me, feels kind of like a bit more of a safe space to be traveling to, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'd really like to see the actual World Championship finals in different places around the world. That would be really interesting.
Yeah. But it's also gonna be a logistical nightmare. So
exactly.
That's what Andrew always says whenever I suggest that.
Yeah, maybe having like 3 events per year, one in the US, one in Europe, one in Asia, Pacific,
that would be great,
whatever.
Yeah.
Like a rotation around the year, also to make it fair for the different people around the world, and giving chances to people to travel with the excuse of Excel. That would be great, to be honest.
Yeah, but I think it depends on the business side of it. The idea is cool, of course, and I think Andrew agrees that it will be cool to have like the event in different places. But I don't know if there's any benefit in keeping it in Vegas, or
Well, I think China/Japan will go very big on sponsorships for that kind of esports events, and also UAE, United Emirates, will be probably throwing money at this thing.
Well, Saudi had the Sports Olympics, but then they've lost it again, which has been interesting.
They did. Oh.
Yeah, they'd agreed with the IOC to host it every year for the next like 15 years, and then the first one was going to be like last autumn, and it didn't happen. And they thought, well, now nothing's happening. But I know like the Saudis are investing a lot in esports as well.
Yeah, Saudi, maybe it's a bit less easy in terms of culture and everything. Probably, the Emirates is more open. I've never been there, to be honest, but that's based on what I can see on the internet. But we will see. We will see if we will have something there.
Yeah. Another thing that they mentioned, Jack was there, Harry was there as well. We had a lunch with the local chapter organizers. Juan was there as well. And about, for example, hosting a South America chapter like the European one. The thing is the language, because the biggest country here is Brazil, that speak Portuguese. All of the other countries speak Spanish. And for an international event, the language should be English. So I don't see that happening, I hope in a couple of years I'm wrong, but for now, I don't see any of those big events, at least the Excel events, the international ones happening.
Well, I mean, it will be really interesting looking at our first case this year, which will be translated into multiple chapters,
languages,
multiple languages. But it will be interesting to see if there's a way to kind of set that up so that we literally just have a translate and a drop down button.
The way I did those things, because all of our cases are in Portuguese. But for example, the 2024 season, I had to translate them, or Liana did the final translation for me. I like the rough part I did, and then she polished the translations. But the way we did is to send the case with two different sheets, one in Portuguese, one in English.
Yeah.
So of course we need to do that workload on translating in whatever languages we want, but sending the file already with the different languages.
Yeah, why don't you do that Portuguese and Spanish for the South American thing?
Yeah, I mean, from a case perspective, it's okay, but an event where people should talk and host,
I mean, you keep the event in English for obvious reasons, but you give the cases in the local language.
I mean, it's the multilingual commentary team time.
Yeah. But I think before that, at least from my perspective, I'm using all my energy for developing the Brazilian chapter. If we get big enough and have money enough, okay, then we will discuss those things, because
you will have the Spanish-speaking countries to play in Portuguese because you're bigger and more important.
No, but that may bring the spotlight to South America to an extent. So we never know what may happen. That's a bet again. Brazil has a lot of people, potential players, but until we get to them and they want to participate, it's a long road.
I agree. All right, guys. It has been 1 hour and a half flight as usual. any closing comments, thoughts, or thing you wanna share before closing this amazing first launch of the year?
Yeah, it's a great launch. What an epic group of people we have here.
That's
I agree.
true. That's true.
It's going to be hard to beat this lot. You've got 2 world champions. I mean, if you'd had Benny in, you could have had kind of 3, bring some Peter in, and Andrew. But time zone wise, it's not always going to happen with everyone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm not sure the free tier license of StreamYard will allow me to have 5 world champions in the same lounge. And we need to pay for
oh
the
my
progress.
gosh, 5 world champions in the same lounge. That would be epic. I don't think time zones will allow you to do that anyway. So I will actually say thank you to Johnny, who has been, as much as I've been singing the praises of everyone else in the team, he does most of the work behind the scenes, and he's been keeping track of the chat and chatting on behalf of XL Esports UK in the chat today as well. So, and pointing out that he makes sure I eat.
Yeah, to be honest, last season was great. So I'm looking forward to this season as a competitor, but also to see the chapter growing. So yeah, I can't wait until March. So it will be a long one. Luckily, we will have the first esport MEWC battle in 2 weeks, and also the Brazilian one apparently. So the season is about to start. Stoked.
I don't know how Klingsman does that. Klingsman, how do you do that many battles a year? That is insane. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna be
Productivity
honest.
guru.
I have lots of ideas, but I think the first year of the Brazilian local chapter, I did all the cases, 10 or 11, something like that, plus the international ones. So I think that I did my job at the easiest stage because there was no map cases for Brazil. There was no text manipulation cases for Brazil. So I used all my bullets there. So, but I got lucky that Laender, he's a very creative guy. He loves board games, so he has endless ideas. If you haven't tried our finals, we had 2 finals. One
amazing.
One is mine and one is from Laender. And his finals were about the Rubik's Cube. So you gotta solve it on Excel.
That looks mental.
So that's the answer. It was at the beginning there was me. Now there's Laender taking even more space in the case designing. But I also thought that this year we will have some community cases, like eventually a player sending us a case, because of course we have ideas, but it is cool to have more people participating. I thought of giving a quarterfinals spot or qualification for someone who we use the case. So if, for example, Lorenzo was Brazilian, he sent us a case and we use that case, he will be already pre-qualified to
Lorenzo's already angling to be in the Brazil finals, the Dutch finals, the UK finals. It's like he's the XL tourist of the world.
Yeah.
And these live lounges are going to take off to the point where it pays for him to go around the world talking to us live.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, to travel the world for XL Sport is actually my goal. Of course, I will just play in the UK finals, but to be there actually will be great. So I'm trying to organize it. If it will not be the first weekend of September, maybe we will see.
As my final words, I would encourage anyone from that's watching us, if you're not participating yet, participate. In the 100%. World Championship in the UK, or if you are already a participant, if you want to start your own local chapter, we do this. You can talk to us. And we will be very happy to help you, because I think it's all about the community. Of course, there's a business behind it. You gotta have sponsors. We sell stuff. We gotta find a venue. There's money involved, but the community part of it is very, very positive. I think.
I agree.
I think it makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for joining. Happy to have you again soon in the lounge. And again, very curious to see the events upcoming this year. And we'll see you very soon. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Excellent.
Cool.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for having us, Lorenzo.